Frankie Wainman Jr. is a man in a hurry.
That's it, that's flat out. He's gonna make it, he's gonna make it. He's through. Ah, dear. Oh, no, it's slowed down again. If he doesn't get a shift and he's gonna get it. Bike or no bike. He's panicking a bit now, look.
Frankie's won more Formula One stock car finals than any other current driver.
Anything I do is a competition. I mean, anybody can take part. Anything I go into, I want to win it. You know, you're brought up with it all the way through your life, and you just do, you know. Life is one competition. No matter what you're doing, it is a competition.
But Frankie Jr.'s dad, Frankie Sr., fears that his son might be losing his mojo.
Earlier in his career, he were a lot harder driver. He's mellowed a lot. I think a lot of this stems from Frankie's accident, in that he just hasn't got the confidence like he used to have.
2 years ago, Frankie was almost killed in an 80-mile-an-hour rollover.
And Junior's right over. Incredible rollover. And Junior is right in the middle of that little off.
I were in race. The one at Marshall's stopped us and went like that to me. Doctor were there, and she made him turn it over straight away because he was sort of down in his helmet and crushed.
Blocked airways and a squashed vertebra, Frankie's life was saved by the emergency services.
He ought to took 2 or 3 months off. I think he missed 1 weekend and that were it. He could hardly move his head.
You know, we're all going to die of something one day. Hopefully it won't be in a stock car.
This season, Frankie's determined to recover his form and win the world final.
You know, I've got a lot of years left in me yet, all being well. You know, and I'm going to emulate and become the #1 driver ever.
Standing in the way is current world champion, arch rival Andy Smith. He's conquered the world, but he's wrestling to rearrange his garden.
Takes some getting used to, I tell you, all these levers, knowing what they do. All I seem to do is just make a mess. I'd rather drive my stock car, at least I feel like I'm in control of that when I'm in it.
Hello.
Are you going to help me, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Andy's team consists of daughter Rebecca, 4, and then there's Jessica, 9, and wife Lisa.
Look out, watch it.
I've got to remember how to do it again now.
Andrew met Lisa on the stock car circuit. She was the top lady driver of her generation.
Just seems to be going backwards and forwards, moving a bit of dirt from one place to the other. Rome wasn't built in a day, was it?
He's only a learner. But he is.
I'm struggling to get any flow to, like, what I'm doing, but stock car, you've got 3 pedals and a steering wheel. Got no steering wheel on this thing. So you look at that. Oh, nearly.
He built my bedroom, and he built that, and he's really confident. Confident is my new word, and I love saying it. Dad, are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm really confident, Rebecca, yeah.
On the other side of the Pennines, Team Wainman live on a farm in the Dales. Frankie's got 2 kids, Phoebe, 13, and Frankie Jr., 9. He earns his living from racing, building and repairing cars for other drivers. There's just 48 hours to go before the first major race of the season. Wife Sam is Frankie's second in command.
This weekend we're going to the UK Open. So Frank has won it before, so we'll be chasing hard for this title. I think when you've been quite successful, you know, you want to win the championships a bit more.
Sam is cooking for the whole Wainman team, 15 hungry mouths.
I've done beef stew for tonight. I get a bit fed up with barbecues, I think they're a bit overrated.
Sam's arch-rival Lisa Smith is the recognised barbecue queen of the stock car world. She's also getting ready for the big race.
I've got loads of jobs to do, and one of them is just slow cook me ribs ready to take to stock cars. I usually do my ribs with Coca-Cola, tomato ketchup and red sauce. I know it sounds horrible, but if you cook them slowly for 4 hours, they all go nice and sticky, and literally the meat just falls off the bone. You just warm them through on the barbecue. Yeah, Nigella.
The rivalry between the Smiths and the Waymans has been going on for generations. The Smith family business is a van dealership in Rochdale. Andy's dad, Stuart Sr., is king of the forecourt.
Is the transit done? Is it painted?
Yeah.
Right.
In the 70s and 80s, Stuart was the superstar of stock cars.
Well, if you look back at the history of the sport, I'm certainly the most successful that there's ever been. I've won the most races. In 22 years of racing, I got called a lot of things. They all call me the living legend, but Maestro was what we put on the car, you know. Maestro means you're the best at what you do. I'd sort of reached the top of the sport when Frankie started, but it didn't take him long. It only took him probably a year to get to a top driver, and that's when the rivalry became intense.
His nemesis, caravan dealer Frankie Wayman Sr.
I had probably 10, 12 year battling with Stuart. It will build up as big rivalry, and it was on track, yeah. We'd run over one another to win. For a lot of years we were on a par.
I'd rather race against Frankie than a lower grade driver, because, you know, he's a good driver, he knows what he's doing.
There's quite a bit of rivalry between you, isn't there?
Oh yeah, quite a lot.
How serious, in fact, is the rivalry?
Very serious on track. It's been going on for a long time, decades. It's like any sport, people at the top of it, there's always great rivalry. It's now the Waymans versus the Smiths all over again, I suppose. There we go. The fact that Wayman and Andrew have now turned out to be bitter enemies on the track is just part of the job, really. You know, it's like a boxing match, and there's only one winner. Hopefully, I think it's going to be the Smiths more than the Waymans. If you can beat Frankie Wayman, you've made it in this job.
Every sport has its underdog. Rob Cowley's been competing nearly as long as the Smiths and Waymans. He races on a shoestring, paying for his passion as Nuneaton's foremost hairdresser.
Oh, dear me. How are Robert? This is my little business. This is what helps me fund what I do. It's all I've ever done since I left school. But I never get up in the morning and think, oh God, I've got to go to work. That's the truth. My dad, he weren't happy. Just like everybody else, they think that male hairdressers are gay. And I'm proof that they ain't. Because I love women. You'll put on a camera, my wife will kill me.
Behind the quiet frontage of a suburban semi, Rob and his 22-year-old son, Chris, have concreted their garden into a stock car oasis.
Why do I race? It's the buzz that I get from it. It's the adrenaline. I'll never have any money. I mean, these things, they keep you poor. But the joy that I get from watching Chris, it's unbelievable.
I don't think there's a better dad out there, to be honest, so I could have got maybe a better dad, but I suppose you can't be too picky, can you?
Chris preps their cars for the big race, and Dad preens the ladies of Nuneaton to bankroll dreams of stock car glory.
This weekend we're at Skeggy. We've got high expectations of the weekend. I've got a little bit to do, but going to do Chris's tonight when we get back. We know how to live.
In Yorkshire, it's the morning of one of the biggest race meets of the stock car year.
I'll take the tea.
The essentials.
In Lancashire, arch rivals the Smiths are waiting for Andy's younger brother, Stuart Jr.
Andrew usually is ready before Stuart to go, so just have to wait and see how long he's going to be.
Aged only 26, Stewart has already won both the British and world titles.
Got it all ready. Just, excuse the phrase, but tarting it up.
Right, I think we're about done now. Done the final checks, so it's put them in the coach and we're going to have a good weekend and we're going to win the championship with a bit of luck.
Formula One stock car racing is an expensive hobby. Cars cost up to £30,000 to build. And a race team needs a transporter, a mobile home for cars, mechanics, spares and family. Another 70k of kit, at least.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Creature comforts go a long way when you're on the road 35 weekends a year.
You're almighty.
Stock car racing calls for family commitment. Every spare penny goes on a passion that swallows £20,000 per season, easily. This is the first major Smith-Wainman showdown of the year.
Looking forward to the start of the season. There's going to be plenty of action, and then
Thousands of fans descend on one of the country's premier stadiums. Skegness.
We've got to be here.
Team Wayman are early.
He's a Smith mechanic. Traitor.
But enemy forces are already gathering.
Oh, but there's another Smithy mechanic just in front of us. Shall I run him over? Get him in.
The Smiths drive straight past the Waymans, heading for the furthest corner of the pits.
Right, we'll get unloaded.
In stock car racing, spectators get ready access to the pits. Fans are up close with their heroes. Frankie Wayman Jr. is a superstar of the stock car world.
Come on, Frankie!
We're really here to support Frankie today. Well, Frankie's got it, whatever it is. Yeah. We could bottle it and sell it, I'm sure he would make £1 million. Absolutely.
You can see with the tattoos, 515 Frankie Wayman Jr. This guy's my hero. I follow him everywhere, I do every meeting. Absolutely eat, breathe, sleep, stock cars.
You're looking forward to a good weekend of racing, aren't you?
Yeah.
The fans are here to revel in the brutal homemade power of stock car racing. Cars weigh less than a family saloon, but can top 700 brake horsepower. That's more grunt than their posh cousins in Formula One Grand Prix. Chassis are hand-welded from steel tubing to house massive V8 Chevy engines. Rear axles are cannibalized from Ford Transit vans, and the whole car is offset to go anti-clockwise around a quarter-mile track. But it's the use of reinforced bumpers that sets this motorsport apart from all others. They're there to shut the opposition out of the game. The big race is tomorrow. The ladies set to with a pit-side cook-off. On the Smith Camp menu tonight, cola chops with diesel fumes.
it's not raining, so we're happy. It could be worse. We're chucking it down now. No, it's good. It's good.
And at Maison Wayman, it's angle grinder stew.
It's cooled down a little bit because we're doing a wee bit of welding on the car, so it took a bit of the power away.
Oh, I can't let the
beef stew go to waste?
Hard night's racing and then tea, then bed up. Ready for tomorrow. Looking to keep through and take the UK Open tomorrow. It's all about that one race at the end of the day.
Over in the Smith camp, Andy's got problems with his car.
Oh dear. Been struggling a bit tonight. We've had a lot of gremlins, a lot of problems. We've definitely lost points on Junior Wayman tonight. There's a championship tomorrow. We know how nice it is tomorrow.
Morning, race day. The Waymans are stock car celebrities. 3 generations and
Yeah, well, look underneath.
they call in Frankie Wayman for a diagnosis.
So when you say all of it, oh yeah, it's creased, that one is.
Oh, it's had a good hit, hasn't it?
Oh, it's a cracker.
Yeah.
Rob's chassis is cracked. His hopes for a UK Open fairy tale over. Frankie Wayman Jr. is on top form. He's beaten Andy Smith in the heats.
Yeah, we're here to win it, that's what we're here for.
Very good start to the day, well happy, all of us.
Frankie won the first heat, which is a good start to the day for us. Quicker than Andy Smith, so that's a thumbs up for me.
Team Smith need a change in fortunes.
Frankie Wayman won the race, the disaster. No, it don't matter in a heat, does it? It's the final what counts.
And his daughters still have faith in the world champion.
Gonna do well, and I think he's gonna win. Dad has a good chance of winning it because he's in the inside, and my uncle Stu has a good chance of winning it as well, but it's hard when you're on the outside. I'd rather be on the inside.
Frankie's daughter Phoebe is his #1 fan.
Right.
Gonna do good.
I'll try.
You will.
In a bit. Bye. Andy won't have the confidence to let me get away, I don't think.
Before the big race, a lap of honour.
clearance around the raceway. This is it, the big one. Let's get ready to rumble with the Formula 1 Stock Car UK Open Championship Final. Down there.
It's a 10-car pile-up, and Frankie manages to sneak past half the field.
So it's all go at the start.
But the Smith boys are in a dogfight right on his tail.
The wave yellow's on the raceway, the wave yellow's on the raceway as we come under a caution on lap 5 of the UK Open Final.
Behind Stewart, well, Stewart's about 2 behind Jan Frank. Might be some good racing now.
No, Stewart will bash him. He always told up last lap.
At the moment, we've got a bit of ground on them, but quite easily changed.
At the restart, with the field bunched together, Wayman loses his advantage.
Underway we go.
But just as they reach race pace, disaster for Andy Smith.
391 Andy Smith in trouble straight away. He's come to a halt on the outside of turn number 4.
Oh, we're out. Stewart.
Ferris now has Wayman crawling on his back bumper. Wayman leads it with 3 to go. Smith to third in 390.
No, Stewart's gaining slightly. It's not the same when Andrew's not out there.
Wayman edging away at the front of the field.
Jan Frank's gonna have it. Won this.
Wayman, Fairhurst and Smith, your top 3 as the checker flag awaits. And 515 Wayman lights up the tyres. He is the UK Open champion for 2009. 217 Fairhurst second, and 390 Smith taking third. And some fantastic showboating here. Oh, look at this for tyre smoke.
Frankie Wayman Jr. is back at the top of his game. Not a good start to the season for Andy Smith.
It's new car gremlins, but it doesn't really make much difference over the course of the season. It's just one meeting out of, 30 odd meetings that you have to contest.
Uncle Stuart came third.
Yeah, mate, do you want this? Do you want that? That's for third, that. You'll be happy with that, won't you?
Celebrations in the Wayman camp.
Frank's drove his ass off out there. It's every man for themselves. But to beat the Smiths makes everybody's weekend, makes it worthwhile. What a weekend.
is a year-long ban.
It's not very good, is it?
Come on.
And meet the landowner's daughter.
But it seems a bit strange that she's going to go from 1 horsepower to 740 horsepower.